Buenos, días, meine lieben Freunde, und willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Danganronpa. Im letzten Part haben wir ein bisschen mit Sayaka abgehangen und natürlich das einzige Mädchen, mit dem wir etwas hätten starten können, ist abgestochen worden. Klassischer Montagnachmittag. Klassisch. Klassischer Montagmorgen eigentlich. Es ist Montagmorgens passiert, beziehungsweise wir haben sie Montagmorgens gefunden. Getötet wurde sie wahrscheinlich in der Nacht, in der sie in unserem Zimmer übernachtet hat. Mensch, Makoto, warum bist du nicht mit ihr im Zimmer geblieben? Du hättest schön mal, ne, entjungfert werden können. Was passiert? Das Mädchen, das du mochtest, stirbt. Ein Heartbreak. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Ach, Freunde, wir haben uns lange nicht mehr gesehen, Alter. Ich fühle mich so zu Hause, wenn ich dieses Spiel spiele, Alter. Ich habe viel familiäres Gefühl, wenn ich dieses Spiel spiele, als wenn ich in die Schule meine wirklichen Classmates sehe. Ich meine, ja, okay, ne, das ist ja auch nicht so meine Family, ne? Aber selbst wenn ich meine Förderschüler wiedersehen würde, würde es sich nicht genauso anfühlen. By the way, heute sind wir in der Coffee Edition. Ich bin nämlich peak müde. Es ist gerade 18 Uhr, wenn ich das aufnehme. Ich bin seit, keine Ahnung wann, seit richtig früh auf jeden Fall wach. Und, muss Kaffee trinken. Ich wollte eigentlich pennen, ich kann nicht pennen, deswegen halte ich mich jetzt mit Kaffee wach, um diese Aufnahme zu überleben. You're awake! Finally! Are you okay? Now's not the time for sleeping! Get your ass up! Huh? You were unconscious, dude! I had to carry you back here! Wusstet ihr? Moment, ich trinke mal einen Schluck von meinem Kaffee. Alter, ist der heiß, Alter, und viel zu süß, Hilfe! Wusstet ihr, dass es so ein Meme gibt, dass Yasuhiro ursprünglich das First Victim sein sollte? Wenn ich Motivation hätte zu schneiden, würde ich euch jetzt ein Bild davon reinschneiden, aber eigentlich würde er bei uns in der Dusche liegen.
Well.
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? Nein, unser Girl! Nein! Hey, are you okay? Ich werde, by the way, nicht mehr in meinen Videos schreien, weil ich habe keinen Bock zu schreien, während ich aufnehme. So, it wasn't a dream? What I saw... Leute, ich müsste eigentlich saufen, Alter. Ich war gestern saufen und ich schwöre euch, mein Spanisch war Peak, als ich besoffen war. Ich glaube, wenn ich so ein bisschen... Wenn ich nicht zu viel trinke, also wenn ich zu viel trinke, kriege ich Sprachprobleme. Aber wenn ich nicht zu viel trinke, müsste ich es eigentlich gebacken kriegen, besser Englisch zu sprechen. Ich stelle mir hier demnächst einfach mal so ein Glas Wodka hin. Dann wird das mit der Aussprache. What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. Nein, warum musst du es mir noch reinreiben? A deep dark despair worked its way through my body and exploded out to me. I shot up and took off running. Ich find's geil, wie du ihn auch rennen hörst. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is... If Sayaka is... Du hast es doch bereits gesehen.
Just give up.
You can pick once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in a gym at a time like this? Oh, friend, Sayaka, please. She's dead! Dead. When I said it, it finally hit me. Leute, warum müsst ihr mir dieses Bild immer zeigen? I realized he really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then, why? Wouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Ich habe den letzten Part richtig gut gesprochen. Ich habe das Gefühl, heute wird schlecht. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. I protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So,
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Die einzige mit einem Brain, Alter. Die haben doch keine Chance. Was sollen die denn machen? Vor allem, als ob Monokuma denen jetzt irgendwas antut im Glim. Monokuma will uns ja wahrscheinlich irgendetwas sagen. Monokuma will wahrscheinlich sagen, ey, yo, es war Person XY und Person XY darf sich jetzt verpissen. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We are his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
Wisst ihr, was ein richtig geiles Gefühl ist? Wenn man so heißen Kaffee, so einen richtig deepen Sip nennt und man so richtig merkt, wie einem die Kehle verbrennt, ey. Das ist so geil, Alter. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious, he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. Warum lacht er so? aber sein Sprite ist so richtig wütend, Alter. So richtig so, Alter, die hau ich in die Fresse, Junge. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear times 1 rule.
But
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
Mir ist übrigens aufgefallen im letzten Part, als ich den letzten Part... Ja, geil, Alter, jetzt wo es spannend wird. Als ich den letzten Part gesprochen hatte, ich habe Sayaka genauso gesprochen wie Makoto und das tut mir echt leid. Sayaka, es tut mir so leid, dass ich dich wie ein Typen gesprochen habe. Ah, vielleicht ist sie ja trans. Vielleicht ist ja irgendwer von uns trans. Anita, du weißt, wen ich meine? You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
Huh? What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's thus following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone! Ja, no shit, Sherlock. We figured that out already. Sayaka wird sich ja wohl nicht selbst getötet haben. Du kannst dich gar nicht selbst auf diese Art und Weise töten. Dir ein Messer in den Bauch stecken und dann so da liegen. It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. Eigentlich hätte ich ihn jetzt den Voice-File alles übernehmen lassen müssen, aber mir war nach Lachen, okay? Lachen ist gesund, okay?
What?
Why are you laughing? It's cause... Naive! You're just so naive! You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and walk out of here?
Hey,
You're super naive!
now.
Seriously naive! Seriously naive! No. Real thing has just begun! The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. Das ist wahrscheinlich der Punkt jetzt mit... Ja, was heißt wahrscheinlich? Ich weiß es ja. Warum tue ich immer so, als hätte ich das Spiel noch nie gespielt? Das ist der Punkt jetzt mit dem Unless they are discovered. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Perhaps.
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackens that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. It naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time. So after a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep. To begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. They and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During
yeah,
the
Kampf.
trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is.
Okay, was denken wir, wer es ist? Es ist safe, lass mich überlegen, wen mag ich denn nicht? Es ist safe Hero. Es ist safe Hero, Leute. Ich sag euch, warum es Hero ist. Weil es Hero ist.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life.
Disturbed or Peace? Alter, was für Peace, Alter? Piece of shit ist das.
However, if you choose poorly,
So, aus der Sichtweise der Schüler jetzt natürlich, ne? Also ich liebe dieses Spiel mehr, als ich mein eigenes Leben und sonst irgendwas oder irgendwen in meinem Leben liebe oder jemals geliebt habe. Aber trotzdem. Ey, warte mal. Nimmt mein Mikrofon mich eigentlich richtig auf? Warte mal, ich muss mal ganz kurz...
then the one who got away with murder will survive. And the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Monokuma sitzt da auch wie so ein fetter King, Alter. Wie so ein
Which
Sultan.
of course means your school life will come to an end.
Geil, Alter. Unser School Life wird beendet werden. Yes! Okay, der Mörder muss
As
davonkommen.
far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Stellt mal vor, Makoto hat einfach eine Persönlichkeitsstörung und er hat sie umgebracht. Ich weiß auch gar nicht, wie er in das Zimmer kam. Also, wie? Die Zimmer können doch abgeschlossen werden. Egal, wir reden mal über die Dinge, die ich nicht verstehe, wenn der Mord aufgeklärt worden ist.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
what?
And by execution, you mean?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Mein Kaffee ist alle geil. Ich muss mir später einen neuen machen, aber erst beim Class Trial. Wir machen heute übrigens das Class Trial. So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprits right, then only they die. If we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are! Look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it! Warte, look at you implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. Ja gut, ne, ich glaube jeder hätte das so gesagt. Basically what the outside world calls a late clutch system or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But watch carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the word. I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. New rule has been added to the regulations menu. Muss ich mal sehen. Ich will das sehen. Die andere Regel war Regel 6. Ja. Additional, nee. The guilty party is not exposed. Once a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. If the guilty party is not exposed, they alone will graduate and all remaining students will be executed. Junge, mein Auge ist so hart am Jucken, Alter. Es ist so rot und so entzündet. Ich schmier jeden Tag Creme drauf und es bringt nichts. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
How are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that? Huh?
What the?
A class trial? The hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? Like, das ist das, was ich im letzten Part angesprochen habe. Why do I have to waste my time? Was würdest du sonst mit dieser Zeit machen? Du kannst hier nichts machen, du bist hier gefangen. What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What are you talking about?
What? Punishment? Might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or
Shut the
something.
hell up.
Whatever, say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be part of this. Die Voiceline kannte ich ja noch gar nicht.
I don't believe it!
Leave it! Don't be so selfish!
It.
You're the one being selfish, kill whoever you want, it's got nothing to do with me. It's actually God. Was ist, wenn du der Mörder bist? Wahrscheinlich ist sie deshalb so sauer, weil sie dachte jetzt so, boah geil, Alter, ich kann gehen. Und jetzt kann sie gar nicht gehen. Evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil, it's my style. Take it out and resist till the very end. If you really wanna get out of here, you'll have to go through me fast. Es hieß zeitweilig kein Charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Boah, ich würde... Boah, Leute, ey, das sind meine Träume. Ich wünschte mir, ich wäre Monokuma gerade.
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear, Gunyear.
No!
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
Nein, sie ist tot, nein! Alle meine Quads sterben einfach. Jetzt stirbt in jedem Part jemand, auf den ich einen Crush hab, Alter. Im letzten Part Sayaka und heute Junko. Was soll die Scheiße? Ich hab keine Quads mehr übrig. Also, mein Crush auf Celeste ist inzwischen gone. Den hatte ich vor 2 Jahren oder so. What the... I can't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. Really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Ah, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Es geht schon wieder los, dass mein Ohr am Jucken ist, Alter. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. Britney Spears, oh yeah! Ich meine, so ein bisschen, ne? Ich meine, sie ist blond, sie ist hübsch. So, ja gut, ne? Britney war irgendwann vor 20 Jahren hübsch, ne? Chill. Sie ist blond, sie ist hübsch. Und sie hat Spears in sich. Also, Britney Spears im Namen und sie in sich, ne? An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. She went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality!
Why?
Junge, ich muss jetzt mal wirklich meine Augen nochmal eincremen, ey. Why did you kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? Ich habe diese Aussage noch nie verstanden. Weil Monokuma hat ja gesagt, ja hier, ey, du willst nicht am Class Trial participaten? Digga, okay, du kommst in den Dungeon. Aber Junko hat ihn ja angegriffen. Also Monokuma hat ja gesagt, hey, mich angreifen, du stirbst, wenn du mich angreifst. Hä? Also das ist ja schon so typisch für Monokuma, sie umzubringen. Why did you kill her? What did you say? Would have put her in prison or something? Change my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Kill this entire time? Be silly, you can't kill time. You actually can. Why are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma! Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
The Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing. So you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I have everything I know about the circumstances and cause about the death. That? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Was the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing? I got to see it all go down. Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I? That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Lonko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Lunko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. There was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey.
Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else. Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust, of course, is up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is lust. How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened. Ich bin so froh, dass ich Celestes Stimme endlich
just a
hinkriege.
second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other price do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this! We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why. Warte, was hat er jetzt gesagt? Ich war gerade im Gedanken. I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Okay, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check, after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if he did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on! Just wait a second! Is that? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that's happened so far is weird? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really weird?
Let me out
Oh,
of
no.
here!
Ich hab das schon immer geliebt, wie er an diesem Punkt so sagt so, let me out of here! Tschüss! Alter, wie er so voll am Ausrasten ist. Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
Wieso kriegen ihre Stimme nicht hin? Es gibt immer irgendwen, den ich nicht hinkriege. Und das wird mich wieder morgen den ganzen Tag nerven, dass ich heute nicht hinbekomme. You're just now accepting that? Mit wem müssen wir reden? Wahrscheinlich mit Kyoko. Wie ihr mich kennt, werde ich das und... Warum stehst du da hinten in der Ecke erstmal?
Are you serious?
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? Yes, we are. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us faces execution.
Heck?
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Richtig.
Oh.
Mhm. So, you finally noticed. Scheiße, mit ihr mussten wir reden. Ah, scheiße, da hätte ich dran denken können.
What the crap?
Huh? Notice what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received. And I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? Richtig, sie ist ja in unserem Badezimmer gestorben. Scheiße. She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right! Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong! For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth! He looks in everyone's eyes, had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. Feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Ach so, das war doch nicht der Pflichtdialog, auf den ich gewartet hatte. Okay, sagen die jetzt was anderes?
Are you
Nein. Ich denke, wir müssen mit Kyoko reden, weil sie schon so einladend da vorne steht. Ich hätte jetzt fast mit Kyoko anstatt mit Aoi gesprochen, weil sie so eine riesige Hitbox hat, Alter. Wie Hifumi. I hate this. But we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
Huh?
That's really happening? Alter, ich wusste gar nicht, dass das Sprite so oft vorkommt. Ich dachte, das wäre so ein...
Don't fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit, Bear. Mit Kibo rede ich auch als letztes, Alter. Der interessiert mich am meisten. She must be shocked. She can't even open her mouth to talk.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us, they... Ja. Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment. So ein Idiot, Alter. Der Typ kann nichts anderes, außer mich wütend zu machen. We can't run away from the situation. So we have no choice but to move forward.
Let me out
Come
of
on,
here.
man. Let me out of here. Come on, someone let me out. Ich liebe diesen Sprite, erstens den Sprite und zweitens den Voice-File, Alter. Gebt euch das.
Let me out of here.
Es ist so geil, Alter. Wieso nimmt das scheiß Mikrofon meine Lachen nicht auf, Alter? Das macht mich so wütend, Junge. Das macht mich so wütend. Marlon regt sich auf über sein Mikrofon. Das nimmt jeden Tastenklick auf, den ich mache. Ja, bitte gib mir deine scheiß Webcam, damit ich dieses Mikrofon habe. Damit das auch meine Lache aufnimmt, ey. Weil das Mikrofon halt so fokussiert darauf ist, nur Stimmen aufzunehmen, Alter.
Hey,
Before we start searching for Sayakas killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty, so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
Warum habe ich denn jetzt so scheiße gesprochen? Warte, ich muss es nochmal neu lesen. Byakuya ist cool, den muss ich immer so richtig cool lesen. You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty, so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed. Besser, viel besser. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
what?
Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you!
So then,
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Two-player crew or base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP! Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
but
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
so then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation. Then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong. Well, do I really have to say any more?
eventually.
I'd rather you didn't. No. Everyone, pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's
Hey,
right.
damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is right here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
Dead.
they'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trail and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura went off. Alter, wie die Floorboards auch so richtig so boom, 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 boom.
so,
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is very suspicious.
It was you! I'm telling you, it wasn't me! Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Wie die ausrastet, Alter, das weit vor allem! Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. Sie umzubringen? Auf jeden Fall, Alter. Ich hasse dieses Vibe so hart. It's not for sure that McCurder's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Das hat er halt wirklich gesagt. Ich dachte, ich hätte mich verlesen. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? Oh, da klingt aber jemand enttäuscht. I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out. Willst du mich verarschen? Willst du mich verarschen? Plothole. Peak Plothole, Leute. Peak Plothole. Und da habe ich schon die ganze Zeit drüber nachgedacht. Ich habe nur darauf gewartet, dass sie das sagt. Junko ist gerade vor unseren Augen so richtig... Sie liegt hinter ihr. Will sie mich eigentlich verarschen? Sie hat auf jeden Fall Blackout müssen. Die kann ja nicht einfach wegschauen. Das kam ja so plötzlich. Du schaust doch nicht weg. Ah, da wird gleich jemand bluten. Ich schau schnell weg, Alter.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does anyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, I've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is execution. Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Ich bin Monokuma gerade aus Versehen übers ja, ich habe aus Versehen seinen Text abgehackt. Hoppla. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Boah, dieses geile Investigation-Theme. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 AM. Okay, 1:30 Uhr nachts. The body was discovered in Makoto's room, in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we all can survive. And for Sayaka. I have to find out how she was killed. Ja. Reden wir erstmal mit den beiden hier. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Oh, no way! I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you. God, Butter, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, let's get me out of here! Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Es gibt zwei Dialoge, die ich gerade in diesem Spiel vermisse und wo ich auch keine Ahnung habe, wann die vorkommen. Einmal der Dialog, wo hier Hiro vor diesem Regal steht und sagt, oh nein, das ist gar nicht gut. Und first of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. You won't make any progress without investigating there. Okay, das Spiel schleust mich automatisch dahin. Und es gibt noch einen weiteren Dialog, wo ich nicht weiß, ob der jetzt vorkommt oder ob der später im Spiel kommt. Das ist ein Dialog zwischen drei Charakteren, die einfach da stehen, die auch überhaupt nicht zusammenpassen irgendwie. Und ich meine, der war in Chapter 1, aber es kann eigentlich jetzt nicht während der Investigation sein. Ja, wie auch immer. Ja, einen kleinen Moment, meine lieben Freunde. So I headed to my room where Sayakas corpse still remained. Stell dir mal vor, Alter, auf einmal chillen einfach irgendwelche Leute bei dir zu Hause. Hätte ich ja gar keinen Bock drauf. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. Alter, mein Ohr juckt so hart, Alter. Junge. That might reveal something new. Okay, ist ja einiges zu entdecken. Sagen wir beginnen... Ja, von links nach rechts. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo. Mich verwirrt das so, dass Sakura jetzt auch im Hintergrund steht. Das ist, glaube ich, ein Grafikfehler, aber eigentlich darf das nicht passieren. Oder, was heißt darf es? Das ist halt nicht so ein Spiel. We ain't exactly in a mood to be building fucking furniture, right? Furniture, Entschuldigung. We haven't used yours either, huh? That was me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys had opened their toolkits yet. Cause like, why the hell would we? Warte mal. Wer sind denn jetzt alles die Typen? Zeig mir nochmal, wer alles die Typen sind. Wir haben Makoto. Okay, pass auf. Mondo möchte mir gerade wirklich verklickern, dass Taka, Byakuya, Mondo, Leon, Hifumi und Yasuhiro alle nur darüber geredet... Ja, was heißt nur darüber? Alle darüber geredet haben, ob sie ihr Toolkit ausgepackt haben? Und dann noch ohne Makoto? Nein, passt auf. Mein Problem damit ist... Erstmal... Warum? Und zweitens... Der Typ hier. Der Typ hier würde doch niemals sich mit denen allen an den Tisch setzen und darüber reden. Und warum wurde ich ausgelassen? Oh, guckt mal, jetzt steht hier sogar noch Dad neben ihr. Und sie ist so schwarz-weiß. The thing I remember about Makoto most from junior high was when that crane got stuck in our school pond and he had to get it free. I always wanted a chance to talk to him after that. I'm so busy these days, I don't have time for a boyfriend. I don't even have a crush or anything. Although there is someone I'm interested in. But I need to put those feelings on hold. Nein, wenn du deine Gefühle zugelassen hättest, könnten wir ein Pärchen sein. Sayaka, nein. Es ist so sad. Okay, looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Sayaka, see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. Shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you, even if you just touch it a little bit. Habe ich die Geschichte erzählt im letzten Part mit dem Mädchen aus meiner Klasse? Ich hatte mal Mädchen in meiner Klasse und ich glaube zu Weihnachten hat ein anderes Mädchen aus meiner Klasse ihr etwas geschenkt. Und zwar hat sie ihr irgendwas geschenkt in so einer Tüte, wo auch so ein Gold Coating drauf war. Und dieses Gold Coating war so klebrig, eigentlich genau wie bei dem Schwert. Das war halt nicht so viel, aber die hatte immer noch Gold in ihrem Gesicht. Wochen später, Monate später. Die hat wahrscheinlich immer noch Gold in ihrem Gesicht. There are gurgles in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Okay, also hier ist erstmal unser Schlüssel. Der erste Key on the ground. It has my name on it, so it must be my room key. Anstatt einfach zu sagen, mein Schlüssel liegt da. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. Macht Sinn. Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Wie bist du reingekommen, ist die bessere Frage. Wie bist du vorhin reingekommen? Also jetzt? Ja, obwohl, wie sind wir jetzt überhaupt reingekommen? Wahrscheinlich wurde der Raum einfach nicht abgeschlossen, nachdem Sayaka abgestochen wurde, aber... Hä? Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Sie ist so süß. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she docked the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she couldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. Ach so, ja. So, how did the killer... Eine sehr gute Frage. Hier sind Scratches auf dem Boden. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. Siehst du? Guck mal, ich rede mit ihr. Daran kann ich mich gar nicht erinnern. Ich glaube auch nicht, dass das bei meinen anderen Playthroughs passiert ist. Ich muss mal schauen. Einfach mal einen zweiten Spielstand machen und mal schauen, ob das immer passiert oder ob das... Wisst ihr? Weil sie steht jetzt hier und sie steht da hinten. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies creating an ideal setting for murder. Okay. Okay, es ist wohl ein bisschen viel für das Spiel, wenn ich das mache. Das ist die Replica Sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it must use in the attack somehow? And plus it's hard to be taken out. Ja, okay, ich war gerade verwirrt, weil warum hat er jetzt den gleichen Text wie bei dem Schwert? Hä? There's some scratches on the sheet. They must have been made with something sharp. How the sheep got scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheep to be damaged. Even if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheet like this would only get in the way. Could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So, why are the scratches on the sheet? Eine sehr gute Frage. Sayaka hat sogar, Quatsch, nicht Sayaka, Sakura hat sogar einen Schatten, weil der Schatten ist sehr glitchy. Dieses ganze Setup hier ist glitchy. Okay, den Ort hier gibt's noch. There are scratches and gorges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Okay, das ist genau der gleiche Dialog. Okay. Hey Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Ich finde das so bescheuert, Leute. Die steht, wenn wir an der Overworld sind, quasi auf der anderen Seite vom Raum, also vom Badezimmer. Übrigens, die Badezimmertür ist zu. Was soll das? Die ist vorhin nicht zu gewesen. Und steht jetzt plötzlich da drüben auf der anderen Seite. Hä?
Isn't it obvious?
Und wo sind Sakura und Mondo hin?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my
Did you
room.
lose a contact or something?
We don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
Let's see.
Interesting. What's interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
So,
Seht ihr, das meine ich. Guck mal, wir haben jetzt diese Reaction gehabt über dieses very unusual. Und hier hätten wir doch auch eine haben können dann. Searching? Was meinst du damit? I searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
indeed.
Really? Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. I looked at the lint. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Someone had used it to...
Let's see.
Very interesting. The room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Geil, Alter, Peak Deep. Das erinnert mich an einen Joke, den einer auf der Arbeit gemacht hatte. Der Joke ist zwar ohne Kontext überhaupt nicht lustig, aber irgendeiner meinte mal so, irgendwie eine Pflanze ist irgendwie kaputt gegangen und dann so, wie ist denn die Pflanze kaputt gegangen? Ja, das war bestimmt der Ben. Das war bestimmt der Ben gestern. Und ich so, ich hatte gestern Schule. Ja, der ist kurz rein ins Fenster, Pflanze kaputt gemacht und dann wieder raus. Ich weiß nicht, warum ich das so witzig fand. Ich weiß es echt nicht. Was ist Sayaka? Or the killer? That's the question, isn't it? Ich denke mir, seit Beginn des Parts, ich hätte einen der Charaktere britisch sprechen müssen. Wie geil wäre das, wenn ich jetzt sagen müsste, That's the question in it. Aber ich kann keinen britischen Akzent, aber trotzdem. Oh, it's Tuesday in it. Yo, ich wollte nicht mit dir reden. Und der Grafikfehler ist immer noch da, ich kann kotzen. Oh Leute, ich bin gleich wieder da. Ich wünschte mir, ich hätte keine Mutter. The bathroom. And on the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Nein! Es tut so weh, Alter. Die Arme. Guck sie dir an, sie wollte wahrscheinlich einfach nur duschen. Ja, genau, duschen in Peak-Klamotten. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears, but I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? Vor allem erinnert ihr euch, dass Sayaka noch gesagt hatte, I'ma remember that when I use it in the morning. When I use the shower in the morning. Kann man das noch lesen? Wahrscheinlich nicht. geht ziemlich weit nach oben, aber ich glaube nicht endlos. Guck mal, wie weit das geht, Alter. Das war der Moment, als Junko gestorben ist. Das ist 100 Jahre her gefühlt. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I want to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Oh, wir können actually hier in der Area chillen. Da kann ich mich ja gar nicht mehr dran erinnern. Peak Dusche einfach. Interessant. Das ist auf jeden Fall Peak Fact. The water for the shower gets turned off at nighttime. Ja, kann man die Toilette investigieren? Ich versuche noch Monokuma Coins irgendwie zu kriegen. Okay. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's not the time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma fight to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been forced into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist looks swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... there's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Wartet mal ganz kurz. So, ich lasse mir von meiner Mutter nicht mal meine gute Laune ruinieren. Eigentlich hat sie schon meine gute Laune ruiniert. Ja, egal, alles was ich jetzt sage, werden wir schädlich. Einen Moment, meine lieben Freunde. Wo habe ich denn hier einen Stift? Ich hatte hier irgendwo einen Stift liegen. Jo. Jetzt geht's los, Alter. Jetzt geht's los. Jetzt geht's los, weil ich aus Versehen Text wegdrücke vor allem. Another thing that concerns me is... There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of her the palms of both her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her left finger? Sollen die mal ruhig sein da hinten? Ich hab da gesagt, da ich aufnehme. Sayakas wrist had been added. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her. No! Nein, also ich denke mal, es ist die gebrochene Hand. So when she broke her right wrist, that must have happened earlier on. Macht Sinn. Ich glaube, keiner geht zu... außer man ist ziemlich krank. Ich glaube, keiner geht zu einer Leiche und sagt, ey, yo, ich breche dir jetzt einfach mal die Hand, okay? I mean, how would her wrist got broken after she'd already been killed? It's very possible that she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. Oh, Mercedes kriegt später so wieder so Peak-Lester-Audios, wie ich über meine Mutter läster. Ey, das wird Peak, Alter. Mercedes, du kannst dich freuen, du schaust dieses Let's Play zwar nicht mal, aber egal. Weil Mercedes ist eigentlich Mrs. Fame. Obwohl eigentlich ist Mercedes nicht Mrs. Fame. And there I saw... Horny? Nee, das ist nicht Horny. Ihr wollt nicht wissen, was ich beim ersten Mal, als ich dieses Spiel gesehen habe, zu Celine gesagt habe. Ich hoffe, ich denke dran, es nochmal zu sagen, weil ich den Hint verstanden habe. Egal. Written in blood, there were the numbers 11037. Wusstet ihr, dass meine Prüflingsnummer bei meiner Zwischenprüfung fast die gleiche Nummer war? Das war eine andere Nummer. Das war irgendwie 11337 oder so, aber eine Ziffer war einfach nur anders. Did Sayaka do this? War's das hier? Also ja, okay, wir können lieben.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. It's most likely Sayaka's dying message. Never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with her life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037, I have no idea what that could possibly mean. The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting on the way we found her, it means she must have written them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result. Think about it. Ich mach's gerade mal. Ja, nicht unbedingt, oder? Ja, also ich könnte jetzt... Ja, egal. You're not gonna tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of the case yourself. Otherwise the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Peak Lehrer einfach. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer? There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck? Stuck? What do you mean, step bro? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit in the frame, huh? But actually I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Irgendwer hat mir gerade geschrieben, war das irgendeiner? Wo ist denn jetzt schon mein Handy? Ich nehme gerade auf, schreibe dir ein paar Stunden. Oh, Mercedes hat mir geschrieben. Peak. Ich habe da jetzt wirklich einfach nur mit Peak geantwortet, ohne ihre Nachrichten zu lesen. Wahrscheinlich hat sie gerade geschrieben, mein Hund ist gestorben. But actually I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob? You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. Okay, mein Handy wird jetzt stumm geschaltet. Jo, okay, Peak stumm schalten. So. I'm sure you'll see it right away what I'm talking about. Eigentlich sieht der ja ganz okay aus. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Na, okay. Hä? The doorknob. Ist der Grafikfehler eigentlich immer noch da?
By the way,
You know, er ist einfach nicht mehr da, hä? You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely
you son of
possible.
a bitch!
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
Fucking dead.
So if I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it? Geil, man hat meine Lache wieder nicht gehört. Geil, Alter, ich werd so sauer gerade.
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Was ist der Grafikglitch jetzt immer noch da? Komm, ich will's wissen. Willi will's wissen, Willi will's wissen. Ah, der Grafikglitch ist immer noch da. Aber ich glaube, du hast auch noch was zu sagen dann. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Ja, mit wem muss ich denn jetzt noch hin? Mit dir, ne?
So then.
Dann fangen wir den broken doorknob. Ach so, ich muss mit der Tür reden. What the heck? Ich finde auch geil, wie ich jetzt einfach voll den Fluss unterbrochen habe. The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, It's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So,
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. And apparently struck with a sudden realization as she shot a question at me.
just a second.
I have just one more question for you. Ich spreche sie auch sehr neutral, ich weiß, aber ich weiß nicht wirklich, wie ich sie sprechen soll, weil sie eigentlich eine sehr neutrale Stimme hat, meiner Meinung nach. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Sorry, ich musste kurz jemandem auf WhatsApp antworten. Well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. What you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this. Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up?
Goodbye.
I'm so lost. Well, see you later. See you later, alligator! After forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into this DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. Then even talk to me, that is. Es gab doch noch diesen einen Dialog, das fordert mich jetzt voll. War der Dialog in Chapter 2? Nein, ich meine irgendwie, der war in Chapter 1, aber wann war der? Das ist nicht der Dialog, den ich meine. Ignoriere ich erstmal die Hä? 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 Ja, this is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Yeah, this is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Ich finde cool, wie die Tür nicht mal irgendwie ein Schlüsselloch oder so haben. Das ist einfach eine Tür, du siehst sogar den Türgriff und dann der Türgriff. Ich bin zu müde, um das zu erklären. Ja, kann ich jetzt hier rein? Dankeschön, Spiel. Gracias, Juego. Can be only one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm so sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow that DVD. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. Geil, geiler Dialog. Sadie? Sadie? By the way, was ich mal gesagt hatte, ist ja, dass sein Sprite zu 90% aus Beinen besteht. Guckt euch diese Beine an! Was sind das für lange Beine? Like, der Typ hat normale Proportionen. Und der Typ halt so 0. Und über dich reden wir gar nicht erst. Wir sprechen mit denen allen auch erst später. Ich wollte erstmal noch zum Trash-Room gehen, von dem uns ja Mondo erzählt hat. What the fuck war das für eine Entstehung des Raumes? Das ist Dirty Gate hier. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
That's the end of the line! The trash room! This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
You can't go any further!
Oh no, no entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty.
You can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
You can't can't
No,
go
no,
any
no.
further.
Oh, entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. This is stupid. Would it be faster to just go on and
No,
ask the
no, you
others?
can't go any further.
Oh, no, no entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Sieg. Ich bin sofort wieder da. So, Freunde, ich habe mir kurz einen zweiten Kaffee geholt und jetzt kann es gleich weitergehen. Grab Duty, okay. Wenn ich nochmal mit dem Tor rede, was passiert dann? Nein, der ganze Dialog nochmal. Geil. Ja. Oha, man hört uns actually laufen. Ich glaube, der Dialog, auf den ich die ganze Zeit warte, der würde jetzt nicht kommen. Wo müssen wir jetzt überall hin? Damit Mapa. Ja, es gibt einmal Sayakas Room, da waren wir ja. In der Küche ist etwas. Hier ist nichts. Hier chillt Taka. Hier chillt sie. Okay, also hier im Schulsektor brauchen wir nur den AV-Room. Und wir müssen noch Chihiro fragen wegen des Zahlencodes. Das würde ich sagen, machen wir aber ganz am Ende, weil, ihr werdet sehen, warum. So, also einmal in der Main Hall mit Celeste reden und einmal mit dir hier. Cleaning Duty, ja? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really? Hätte der jetzt anderen Dialog gehabt, wenn... Ach, egal.
Listen to me.
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong.
Actually, no. That's wrong! Huh? Okay then, who is? Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty then. Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you will be up before too long. And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Ja, ich kann euch dann mal verraten, Peak Spoiler, das wird nicht passieren, aber auch wenn es witzig gewesen wäre. Hey Celeste, do you know anything about this cleaning duty stuff? Cleaning duty? What is that? Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe you should ask Taka or someone else. Anyone but me, really. Gut, dass sie uns auch den Hint gibt, mit Taka zu sprechen, aber warum was machst du überhaupt in der Main Hall? Actually gibt's etwas, was ich wissen möchte. Looks like some kind of mailbox, but there's nothing in it. Funny. Funny frisch, dass wir jetzt eine Monokuma-Coin darüber bekommen haben. Anyway. Wir müssen Sayakas Motive als nächstes schauen. Ich glaube, der AV-Room ist hier. Alrighty. Should be able to use what's this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It just looked like some kind of a concert. Das ist ja auch das klassische Bild von Sayaka, ne? And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I come to despise so much began to float out of the
Sayaka
speakers.
Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for
Coffee.
a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Yo! Yo, Untot, nein! What the Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that, the figures of the other gods were all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
Im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes, ne?
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Eine sehr gute Frage. Look for the answer after graduation. Wir wissen ja, dass ihre Leute alles für sie waren und dass sie alles geopfert hat, um ihren Traum zu erreichen. Also ist es nur logisch, dass sie so durchgedreht ist, wie wir im letzten Part gesehen haben. Dass sie ja erstmal, ja, wir gar nicht mit ihr reden konnten. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, anyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things so far? Ach, scheiße, ey, der Kaffee ist so heiß, Junge. Den kann ich jetzt noch nicht trinken. Okay, Aoi Asahina steht gerade in der Küche. Ich würde sagen, wir sprechen als 6 mit ihr. Ja, aber Kokichi, du könntest doch jetzt mit Shihibo sprechen. Sprich doch endlich mit Shihibo, Mann. Nein. Ah, und in den Waschsalon können wir auch noch gehen. Ich glaube, da ist auch etwas. Ich bin mir aber nicht sicher. Nee, ich glaube, da ist nichts. Da ist nichts. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. Ich auf der Arbeit in meiner ehemaligen Abteilung. Oder zumindest wie die Kollegen mich da gesehen haben. This is all first for me, you know? Ach so, und für uns alle nicht. Ich glaube, die einzigen hier, die irgendeine Ahnung haben, wie man sowas macht, sind Byakuya und Kyoko. Der Rest hat doch gar keine Ahnung. I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall kinda keeps me... Helps keeping me calm, eigentlich. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay, du bist suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. Es gibt irgendeinen Moment, wo einer der Charaktere hier diesen Voice-File hat. Ich weiß auch wer, aber ich werde nicht sagen wer. Wenn ich jetzt sagen würde wer, dann würdet ihr die ganze Zeit auf diesen Voice-File warten und euch die ganze Zeit denken, okay, solange wie diese Person diesen Voice-File nicht gesagt hat, kann diese Person nicht sterben. Ihr könnt mir folgen, oder? There are all kinds of kitchen knives here. Big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Warum nicht das extra große, Alter? Das ist so... Wisst ihr? Was it missing from the very beginning? Or I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Nice. Das sehe ich ja jetzt erst, dass wenn du eine Truth Bullet kriegst, da so nice steht. Nice. Nice. Kokichi aus dem Schnitt, schneid das am besten rein. Versteht ihr? Weil es gibt keinen Kokichi aus dem Schnitt, weil es gibt keinen Schnitt, weil ich schneide meine Videos nicht. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, and knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Also, it wasn't missing from the beginning. Right. Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
No.
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives are still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. You should be able to say for sure. I can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Nice. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not, I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? But she was killed in your room, right? So I mean... Sie hat so einen langen Finger, Alter. Das verstört mich so. Was haben die Leute in diesem Spiel für Kooperationen, Alter? Byakuyas Beine, also Aoi Asahinas Finger. You guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and one killing the other. It's a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Sorry, ich habe meinen Kaffee getrunken. Aber wann kommt denn dieser Dialog? Wenn der in Chapter 2 nicht kommt, muss ich Chapter 1 nochmal durchspielen und gucken, wann dieser scheiß Dialog kommt, ey. Ich kann nicht mal sagen, mit wem der Dialog ist. Egal. Ich weiß gar nicht, mit wem ich hier reden muss. Ich denke mal mit Hifumi. Ich rede natürlich erstmal mit allen anderen. Mr. Lex, Alter. Wieso treffe ich dich nicht? Byakuya, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such ignorance.
You're like a child lost in the woods, you know that? Total waste of space. What do you mean? Sayakas the one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Oh, good point. War doch ein anderer Dialog. Ich weiß, es gibt einen Dialog, wo die drei miteinander interagieren, obwohl Byakuya genau auf der anderen Seite der Halle steht. Oder vom Hallway steht. Anyway, Kuwada, reden wir mit dir?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. I'm gonna come up and say Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Ich muss wirklich mit dir reden, um diesen coolen Dialog zu kriegen, okay? Ich muss ja eh mit ihm reden. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? Just so happens that Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Was? Also das ist ja jetzt mal komplett anders von was Taka uns erzählt hat. Taka hat uns ja erzählt, Monokuma hat mit ihm über die Cleaning Duty geredet. Und dann kam Hifumi und hat gesagt, bitte, ich will Cleaning Duty machen. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. Since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go!
Here we go! Er wird richtig excited, Alter. Bitte lass die Hose an. Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. We're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Ich trinke nochmal kurz einen Schluck von meinem Kaffee, bevor ich unseren King lese. Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time, so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
In other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes the blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered.
so that's it.
That must be why. Anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, and destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than
You
that.
bastard!
Hey, Fatty! Why'd you want a cleaning duty gig anyway? Ich finde es so geil, wenn er diesen Sprite hat und ihn Fatty nennt. Das hat er im letzten Part schon mal gemacht.
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would wanna do. What's the big deal? Jetzt hat er auf einmal seine eigene Geschichte geändert, weil vorhin hieß es noch, Monokuma hat ihn gefragt. Jetzt gibt er zu, dass er volontiert hat, was uns ja schon Taka erzählt hat. Leute.
You...
Liar! I know why you did it.
Is it, like...
You wanted it through all the ladies' trash, looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
there's no way to think
Yeah,
about
I
this in a common sense kind of way.
Längste Voiceline aller Zeiten, Alter. What are you talking about? Oh, my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and then turn to...
The unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D, Alter. Der rastet komplett aus und Saiyajin. Das ist, glaube ich, schon mal in Part 2 passiert, als Monokuma announced hat, dass hier ein Killing-Game stattfindet. Aber es ist so geil, wie er jetzt ausrastet. So aus dem Nichts. Du hast eine normale Konversation mit diesem Fettsack und der rastet so aus, Alter. Mein Vater be like... After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, ein PVC-Figure. Ich liebe es auch, ich liebe auch diesen Wort. Leon ist so ein geiler Charakter, ich finde ihn so witzig, Alter. Seine Voicelines, meistens noch in Kombination mit den Sprites, ne? Das ist genau wie bei Hero eigentlich. Let me out of here! So ein geiler Charakter eigentlich. Und dieses Gimme a Break ist immer noch einer meiner Lieblings-Voice-Files aus dem ganzen Genre, Alter. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, what's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. Richtig out of character auch für Byakuya, dass er einfach sich dafür juckt. Was Hifumi macht, also, was juckt den das denn? Also, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or be the boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Oh, okay. Was war das für eine Voiceline? Nein, Leute, was war das für eine Voiceline? Das werde ich jetzt rausfinden. Einen Moment bitte. Okay, Freunde, ich habe den Voice-File gefunden und zwar folgendes. Es gibt in dem Spiel die Möglichkeit, sich die Sprites genauso wie die Voicelines anzuhören. Die Galerie dafür habe ich aber in meinem Spielstand, den ich mit euch zusammen mache, oder den ich halt auf YouTube hochlade, noch nicht freigespielt. Ja, weil die halt auch Spoiler enthält, ne? Ich hoffe, das, was ihr jetzt hier seht, ist kein Spoiler. Denke ich mal nicht, weil das sind irgendein Gewäsch von Hifumi. Was soll da schon groß Spoiler sein? Der Typ ist ja niemand Wichtiges. Der Typ ist ja einfach nur der Fettsack. Der Typ ist einfach nur nervig. Am Ende ist er derjenige, der das alles orchestrated hat. Ihr seid alle actually 2D und ich verfüge über euch. Oh yeah. Und ich habe die Leiche von Junko Enoshima schon dreimal okay, stopp. Chill, Alter. Junge, calm the fuck down. Anyway, ich habe die Voiceline gefunden. Wie behindert, Alter. You got it. Ich kann mich an diese Voiceline gar nicht mehr erinnern, Junge. Was soll das? Okay, back to game. Ja, hier sind wir wieder. Ich habe mir gerade Kaffee über meinen Körper geschüttet. Geil, Junge. Peak. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Halt die Fresse! Genau wie der Postbote in Twilight Princess, Alter. You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife, he learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Guida, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please let's hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled out a key off his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, ich wusste echt nicht, dass diese Voiceline existiert oder dass er die jemals benutzt hat. Die Voiceline war ja in den Files, die wir vorhin gesehen haben, oder in den Voicelines vertreten. Und ich war so like, sagt er das wirklich irgendwann? Ich habe da gerade noch drüber nachgedacht. Und dann sagt er sie. However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? Vor allem gebt euch mal, was für eine große Hand der Typ hat. Der hat einfach so eine riesige Hand, Junge. You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just want to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Sind diese 4 Sachen hier alles? Ne. It's a huge trash can. Monokuma Coin. Geil. Stand da jetzt? Ich hab's nicht gelesen. That we're supposed to put wherever the trash you can't burn? Whatever, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball. That's about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, the dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. I'm kidding aside. It's the thing of It's the kind of thing you might see in any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl was on the quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Who did this particular ball belong to? It's only one person it could be. Richtig. They should all still be in the gym. All? Ich dachte, das ist eine Person. I'd better go find out for sure. Let's get that crystal ball. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now! If you see the green and yellow button next to the mouth of the incinerator, it's a pretty simple setup. Just press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be on cleaning duty. So make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Okay, let's go. Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange, I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy? Vor allem, das letzte Mal, wo er hier war? Also so wie ich ihn verstanden habe, sollte er heute mit der Cleaning Duty anfangen, aber kam nicht dazu, weil Sayaka ermordet wurde. Du warst doch noch nie in deinem Leben hier. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? Oh, you said that the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah yes, about that, there can be no mistake. And I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... Well, that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. How is that possible? Eine wunderbare Frage. Hier ist noch etwas. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Es sieht für mich so metallisch aus, keine Ahnung. It looks like a burnt piece of something. Burnt piece, like a hunk. Like a hunk of burning love. Ich möchte nicht mehr mit diesem Typen reden. Ich krieg Aggressionsprobleme durch den. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means it's all that's left of some evidence, of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. There are lots of people here with button-up shirts, with white button-up shirts. Okay, wer denn alles? Du anscheinend, eins. Ja, Byakuya kind of, aber kind of not, also Taka. Leon. Hifumi. Ja, aber er hat was drüber. Lots of people. 3 Leute, Leute. 3 Leute, gebt euch das. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does that all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Ich glaube, wenn er das tun würde, wäre das nicht gut. Gerade für die weibliche Gruppe an Menschen, die hier chillen. Wir können uns actually porten. In dem Fall. Ich port mich grundsätzlich ungern, aber in dem Fall, Karte ist ganz oben. Und ist maximal zugänglich für die Spieler, dieses Spiel zu machen. Und ich krieg's trotzdem nicht hin. Hey Hero, I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Hero slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for listening. She doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. So, Hero, mein Freund, was geht? AKA Tristan. Hey Hero, can I ask you something? Oh, no, 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 no! I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hero, snap out of it! Huh? Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed, what the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass? And not crystal? Did that guy totally dump me? He said it belongs to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was it seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Hab ich auch so den Text weggedrückt? Nee. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Wurden nicht alle unsere Belongings uns weggenommen? Also das checke ich gerade irgendwie nicht. Uns wurde doch alles weggenommen, was uns gehört. Also... Upsi, Wieso hat er noch diesen scheiß Ball? Thanks, Hebo. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. Nein, ich rede nicht mit dir. Meine Alexa hat gerade reagiert auf mich. Keine Ahnung warum. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Come out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. It's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Ist halt echt so. Der Typ ist so dumm, Alter. Oh, ist so hart am Jucken mal wieder, Alter. Vielleicht sollte ich meinen anderen Kopfhörer reinstecken. Also mein anderes Ohr halt. Aber, Junge. Fuck mich das ab, Alter. Falls ihr mich fragt, warum ich nur einen Kopfhörer drin habe, ich würde viel zu laut schreien, wenn ich beide drin hätte, weil ich mich selbst da nicht höre.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Kann ich gehen? Jo, ich kann einfach weglaufen. Tschüss. There's no running away now. Red door, I have no choice but to go through it. Okay, wir haben keine Choice. Voll die Atmosphäre ruiniert. Empecemos. You are late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save it for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Und lange warten muss, wenn wir einfach nicht kommen. Stell dir mal vor, der wartet schon eine halbe Stunde. Keiner kommt. Okay, wir reden nochmal mit allen. Ein letztes Mal.
Why? What?
Nach diesem Teil werden wir mit einem von ihnen auf keinen Fall mehr reden können. So whoever struck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, you really gotta go through this class trial thing, huh? If you wanna confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started.
Got it.
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really... Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her? Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence?
What the heck?
Can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Being so insistent even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Well then, time has finally come. Are you ready?
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Der Typ ist ja ziemlich relaxed. So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We are all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. Ihr werdet alle sehen, dass ich es nicht war. Und einer von euch wird sterben. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. You need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. And you need someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's honor. I swear, I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. The beat is up forward. I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator, and I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box ascended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row immediate feels when his time finally comes. Können wir mal darüber reden, dass... Wieso steht China vor diesem Metallding und guckt sich einfach dieses Metallding an? Ah ja, dieses Metall ist so wunderschön. Und Taka? Ja okay, Taka geht eigentlich, aber warum stellt man sich so vor den Aufzug, so direkt vor den Eingang? Stell mal vor, Monokuma kommt gleich und haut dem ersten, der da rauskommt, einer auf die Fresse, Alter. Wir sind bei 1,5 Stunden, das Class 2 können wir heute eigentlich noch mitnehmen, aber dann wird das ein 5-Stunden-Part, Alter.
oh,
War Text. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further to the bowels of the school. Und das ist der Courtroom. You finally arrived! Do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. Die stehen da alle wie so richtige NPCs. Vor allem... Was macht Celeste da mit ihren Händen? Ist sie irgendwie ein Jedi oder so? Oh, und der View auf Hinas, ja, wie auch immer, ne? Sayaka hätte sogar neben uns gestanden, das ist so traurig. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Would also mean that it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Yakuya schaut halt wirklich wie so ein Lehrer. Vor allem, es sieht voll so aus, als würde er seinen Kopf so nach vorne rausstrecken, so. Weißt du, so als hättest du ihn, als wäre der so der Lehrer und sagt so, ja, Leute, ihr könnt mich immer alles fragen, ne? Und dann stellst du ihm wirklich eine Frage und dann ist er so like so, ey, du Hurensohn, hast du mich gerade wirklich was gefragt, Alter? Du störst meinen Unterricht, du kleiner Bastard. Du Missgeburt, du... Okay, ich muss aufhören zu beleidigen. Alter, irgendwann werden meine Parts echt noch gesperrt. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Der Fettsack ist richtig am Schwitzen, Alter. Hat wahrscheinlich gerade seine Morning Duty erledigt. Alle, die den letzten Part gesehen haben, wissen, wovon ich rede. Wir können Skills setten. Wir haben ja ein paar Skills bekommen durch die Freetime-Events mit Sayakas. Increases your truth bullet rate of fire. An effective... Ja, gib mal her. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time. Bitte. Ja. Es ist nicht ganz so, wie man es sich vorstellt. Man stellt das jetzt richtig schwierig vor oder so. Aber das ist es actually nicht.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Jo, jetzt sprechen die ja auch alle. Und du hörst Makoto so selten sprechen, dass ich gerade richtig irritiert war von der Stimme, Junge.
Of course.
Ich werde nicht mal was zum Lesen haben jetzt. Ich werde einfach nur dazwischen labern.
Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's
Bilder
going
einfach.
on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
I know, du willst alle deine weiblichen Freunde penetraten, aber halt bitte die Fresse, Hifumi.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
What begin? Debate to decide who we think is the killer is. Anything I found, everything I noticed. I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives here are on the line. Not at all. So, Zeit für die Non-Stop-Debate.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Sieg Einstein.
We know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Ich weiß nicht mal, wie die Steuerung geht, scheiße.
So it seems most likely that
Ich lasse es immer einmal durchlaufen.
taking her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Jawohl.
Didn't even have a chance to.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong! Oh yeah, Peak Voiceline, Alter. Ich liebe dieses No, that's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Ich lasse diese Non-Stop-Debates immer durchlaufen und, ja, und dann gucke ich mal, was jetzt wohin gehört. Das hat zwar ein Zeitlimit, aber egal.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Zwischen wem und wem wohl? Vielleicht zwischen Hifumi und seinen Discord-Kitten.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Wie denn? Das Wasser ist doch nachts aus. Willst du mich
She
verarschen?
must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
Nancy Hero, so
The killer
useless.
followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wollt ihr mich eigentlich verarschen?
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Da gibt's nichts zum Discussen. Wir wissen bereits, was es ist. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Richtig, ein Kitchen Knife. Das zweitgrößte Kitchen Knife sogar. Du kannst es auch fast forwarden. Ja, das werden wir alles noch sehen.
So what was used to kill her?
Das ist jetzt erstmal sehr basic, aber das wird noch schwierig.
Kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Geil, die Musik ist viel lauter als er.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! Hold on, I feel like what I just heard is different from what I already know. Ja, okay, das was...
So what was used to...
There was some kind of sharp, without a doubt.
So the killer
Used some random knife they...
Wie mache ich nochmal, dass ich das verlangsame? Das ging auch irgendwie. Muss ich gleich mal schauen. Irgendeinen Knopf kannst du drücken, um das zu verlangsamen.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Oh. You could, huh? Like, you already knew that it was a knife? Yeah, so... Yeah. Du wusstest schon, dass die Waffe aus dem Bauch heraussteckte, sonst hättest du ja nicht suggested, dass das überhaupt ein Messer ist.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Yo, Peak Arschloch, Alter.
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Ich glaube, ich spreche sie zu stotterisch.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Just right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Bit more to learn, nein. Oh yeah, das Theme ist richtig geil. Okay, wie geht das nochmal mit den Sternen?
Question that the
Okay,
kitchen
so.
knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Das ist bereits vorher gesagt, diesen Satz.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall. And then he went and stabbed Sayaka with it.
So he really did do it.
Yes, and it's been decided. We've reached the end.
Warum ist die Musik so viel lauter als die Leute? Macht mich das wütend, aber ich will jetzt auch nicht an den Einstellungen rumpummeln.
So I guess there's no question that but where does that get Makoto must have did it in
No,
So.
that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished, my kid went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
Alter, welcher Mensch reagiert denn bitte in so einer ernsthaften Situation? Guck mal, wie pisst, wie angewidert er auch ist, Alter.
He definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Ich will mich eigentlich verarschen. Sie hat gerade noch gesagt, dass sie proven kann, dass Hina nicht alleine war. Wieso fragt Leon dann nochmal? Okay, und ich wollte noch irgendwas dazu sagen. Es hieß ja die ganze Zeit, dass Hina in der Dining Hall war. Wieso hast du nie gesagt, dass du jemanden bei dir hattest?
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
Das ist ja am Anfang schon gesagt worden. Ich hätte jetzt fast gefragt, ob sie ein Typ wäre.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking
Sayaka.
about...
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka! Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Monokuma!
I got it!
I got it!
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
No, that's wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh nein. Ah, sorry. Das liegt. Hangman's Gambit ist mein Hass-Minispiel. Ihr werdet herausfinden, warum, wenn wir zu den späteren Spielen kommen und zu den Fangames. Ja, ist glaube ich das Wort, das wir suchen. Ja. Ja, hier in dem Spiel ist es noch easy. Wartet mal ab, wenn Teil 2 kommt und Teil 3. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, wie das Spiel in Teil 3 ist.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Jetzt mal ganz kurz, ne? Der Mörder hat ja die Haare wahrscheinlich entfernt. Aber welcher Mensch denkt sich denn, ah ja, da sind Haare von der Person? Wenn ich der Mörder wäre, dann würde ich ja einfach direkt zur Crime Scene gehen. Und wenn dann jemand sagt, ey, da liegen Haare von dir, würde ich sagen, ja, ja, das liegt daran, dass ich die ganze Zeit hier chille.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer struggled getting into the bathroom. The evidence proves it is... Nein! Das wollte ich nicht mal auswählen. Mein Controller hat einfach zurückgedingst. Ich wollte gucken, ob es Doorknob oder Door Frame ist, und das ist natürlich Doorknob.
The killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
Doorknob,
The
Leute.
doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Ja, wie du deine Fäuste rausstreckst, Alter. Du breakst bestimmt viele Sachen, Alter.
You still
Du
don't
breakst
see?
bestimmt...
Okay then.
Du breakst bestimmt auch die Herzen von Frauen, Alter. Break. Alter, Celine müsste meine Part schon, Alter. Die würde sich so lustig machen über mein Englisch. Break.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Chico said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first. But is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn. Nein. Und danach gehe ich, glaube ich, nochmal kochen. Ich wollte mir noch ein paar Nudeln machen fürs Last Trial. Eigentlich esse ich nicht, während ich aufnehme, aber ich denke mal, bei einem Last Trial geht das, weil ich nicht dauerhaft lesen muss.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
Wie dumm seid ihr eigentlich?
The incident took place in Sayaka was first. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran out, and they got into the bathroom. At that point, the killer had because Sayaka.
Halt, nur die Frauen, nur die Bathrooms von den Frauen haben Locks und unseres bleibt einfach nur stecken.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
Okay, Freunde, ich würde sagen, das ist die perfekte Zeit, um mir ein paar Nudeln zu holen. Wir sehen uns gleich wieder. Mist, ich habe jetzt erst die Aufnahme wieder gestartet und das Spiel... Ah! Nein, ich möchte das Spiel nicht schließen. Und ja, meine Switch ist auf Spanisch. Ihr kennt das, ja. Ich habe mir Nudeln geholt. Ja. Was ich übrigens noch sagen wollte, Hivo hat 1 Million Euro für diesen scheiß Glasball ausgegeben, ist mir gerade eingefallen. Und hat ihn dann einfach im Waschraum liegen lassen. Wie kann man denn nur so dumm sein? Ich stelle das Spiel jetzt übrigens auf Auto, weil ich will ja essen.
The girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in bathrooms, right?
Yes. Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
Ich finde lustig, dass da einfach dass da bei Sakura einfach ein Outtake drin ist, weil sie sagt einfach zweimal yes. Also, das ist ja nicht intended.
Because it was stuck.
Ach.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking
My
about?
bathroom
Was
door
ist so
doesn't fit in the
verwirrt?
frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Weil der Killer nicht wusste, dass er...
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Ja. One important detail, something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know. The crime took place in my
The
room.
killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
so they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Was hat der Killer denn sonst machen wollen?
Definitely something I wouldn't do.
Ach so,
Since
darum
I would
ging's.
have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Mhm.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who
Fumi
we
ist so
think
ein
did it?
Idiot, Alter.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority
Majority
rules!
rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Ist halt echt so, der Typ ist so like, okay, scheiß drauf, überlassen wir dem Zufall, so wie ich auf der Arbeit.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem. Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question. Oh, you. You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Boah, bin ich wütend, Alter. Ich habe zweimal über diesen Witz gelacht. Mit diesem, oh, it's you. You don't have to be so disappointed. Ich fand das so lustig, Alter. Und es wurde zweimal meine scheiß Lache nicht aufgenommen.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
Ich hatte auch den Mund voll.
I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative!
Nee.
If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine.
Ja.
How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
The
They
easy
could have
way,
knocked
also.
and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
Peak
No.
Plan. Peak.
That can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way in Sayaka invited your killer into the room. I already have the answer. Ich glaube, das ist es.
I got it!
Ja.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Mhm. Oh, fuck. Fuck, ich muss lesen. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what
No,
she'd
sie
been
ist so
through,
süß.
I just can't believe she would have opened
Wow.
the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
No, was?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Also erstmal, ich habe aufgegessen. Ich hoffe, man hat mich nicht essen gehört. Aber, was schreibst du denn so Wichtiges auf dein Papier drauf, dass das keiner rausfinden darf? Oh mein Gott, du schreibst so super secret Sachen, Alter. What the fuck, obwohl. Ja, ich mach das auch manchmal. Ich hab's manchmal gemacht für eine Zeitspanne von 3 Tagen und dann nicht mehr. Und ich muss die Blätter, die ich damals geschrieben habe, immer noch verbrennen.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Warum hat Sayaka nicht ihr eigenes benutzt? Scheiße, ich habe jetzt schon gesagt, wenn das heißt, richtig geschrieben hat, ne? Es wurde noch nicht confirmed. Ja, egal. Warum hat Sayaka nicht ihr eigenes benutzt? Hä? Like, hat sie keins gehabt? Ich hätte drauf achten müssen. Ah! Yo, Peak, Schluck auf, yo! Alter, nee, jetzt habe ich wieder Schluck auf für die nächsten 3 Stunden.
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Sayaka. Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
Sehr gute Frage. Ach, ich habe ja gar nicht mehr auf Auto.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
You got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
Vielleicht du, Mister, ich bin nur into 2D? Kleiner Go-Digger. Macht er mich wütend.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Ja, klar.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Egal, was du sagst, du bist immer nur die Leute am Verwirren, habe ich das Gefühl. Yo, Peak Lag einfach. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Ja, richtig.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Wurde doch vorhin schon gesagt, dass die
The
Person...
room that Makoto was staying in.
Es wurde doch vorhin schon gesagt, dass
So in
der
other
Culprit
words,
nicht
even if
wusste, wo er
someone
war.
did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
The reason the killer went to my room and not Sayaka's, despite what the note said.
Sayaka and Makoto switched, but in the note, it specifically says, my. I see. Then they would have gone to... Exactly.
That Makoto was there.
No, it's wrong.
Fall! Neu machen. Klammer.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Sweet?
That's right. The
Peak
nameplates got
switching.
switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And
Also
the
dieses
nameplate on
sehr
Makoto's room
ausdrucksreiche
had
Bild.
Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the
Bild.
room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
No problema,
And the one who
amigos.
switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Ja, es war Sayakas.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Du siehst es doch am Kissen, Alter. Makotos Kissen ist blau. Ich bin mir sicher, dass die Kisten von allen Jungs blau sind.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Geil, Alter. Wer auch immer ihr das Messer in den Bauch gesteckt hat, ist der Culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Ja.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Richtig.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
But how the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Ich habe lange nichts mehr gesagt, dachte ich so. Ich muss irgendwas sagen, Alter. Ich werde abgefuckt, wenn ich zu lange nichts sage. Ja, wegen des Goldes. Ja, aber... Moment. Lass mich bitte nochmal nach ganz oben. Evidence of a Struggle. Replica Sword. Der hat doch auch irgendwie eine Explanation. Makoto took this from the gym entryway. Middle of the room. I'm sorry, this just doesn't make any sense. How is there any connection between the sword and her wrist?
I got it!
Ey, Junge, und sowas macht mich so wütend.
And it should become pretty clear.
Ja, aber du kannst ja auch... Ja, ich hab dumm gedacht. Ich hab gedacht, weil dann ja auch Gold von dem Schwert weg sein müsste. Ja, egal. Trotzdem, voll die Scheiße.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Then it's about time to solve this mystery. Der Typ hat eine coole Stimme. Ich muss ihm bei dem seiner Stimme mal mehr Mühe geben. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Mein Mikrofon nimmt mich mal wieder nicht auf. Ah ja, jetzt geht das los, okay.
When the fighting broke out,
So, welche Brunnen
culprit
wird's
grabbed the
sein?
sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
and they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh yeah, peak explanation. Falsch.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Sword-based sneak attack.
That's
Peak
what broke
sneaky.
my so she grabbed the
Was? Ja. What? You think something I said is wrong? Ich bin richtig schlecht gerade.
When the fighting grabbed the culprit, and that's when the first sword. No, it's wrong.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
I don't care what you think.
Why not?
Because the
Why not?
sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Seh diese scheiß Gash nicht mal, die müsste doch eigentlich da zu sehen sein, oder sind das diese 3 Dinger, die da sind? Ne, das kann doch nicht sein. Wo ist denn diese scheiß Gash? Sind meine Augen echt so schlecht, oder sieht man es echt nicht?
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Neben Sayaka, die auch sehr scharf war.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Jo, Peak wütend werden. Willst du mich nochmal
If
totboxen?
the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Ich muss mal kurz meine Uhr aufladen, Freunde.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Ich wollte irgendwas sagen. Irgendwas wollte ich zu irgendwas sagen, als ich meine Uhr aufgeladen habe. Natürlich, genau dann. Hat das Kitchen Knife gefunden irgendwo. Du kommst erst mal rein, das erste was du machst, ich suche, ob hier irgendwo ein Messer ist, Alter. Junge.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body, ja, ihre Form.
You're
Ihre
talking about her
Palmen.
palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Auch.
No,
Vor allem was für kleine
that's not
Hände
it
sie
at all.
einfach hat. Wie kleine Hände. The water was off.
According
Was
to
a
the
plate of
Monokuma
water.
file,
Diese
Sayaka's
Multiple
time of
Choice
death
Aufgaben
was
sind immer
around
so geil.
1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Yo.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
Yo. Einfach komplett auf Rüstung. Der Typ ist auch völlig verstört jetzt. Aber, Leute, können wir mal bitte ganz kurz darüber reden, dass die Leute seit 3 Tagen da leben und nicht geduscht haben und das auch keinem auffällt. Also, Toko und Hifumi obviously auch. Also, what the fuck?
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheets with the kitchen knife was...
When the damage is chief, would have been one without the sword. Yeah, Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Oh mein Gott, die Realization, nachdem es 100 Jahre lang obvious
We
war.
already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Assailant,
Brings up
also.
another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Nicht mal uns einfach direkt
But for that
umbringen.
to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
Nicht mal irgendwie Makoto umbringen, irgendwie bei uns im Raum schlafen und wir bleiben in unserem Raum und dann einfach Makoto umbringen. Nein. Vor allem gebt euch mal die Faces hier alle. Gebt euch mal die Faces. Warum lache ich über so unlustige Scheiße? Ich war am Handy, ich habe nicht aufgepasst, was jetzt gesagt wurde.
Suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
By the way, sorry, dass ich so leise bin gerade, ne? Ich bin in den Class Trials eigentlich immer recht leise, weil ich musste halt nicht lesen, so. Und es werden halt hier einfach nur Fakten gesagt und größtenteils keine Witze. Ich bin im nächsten Part wieder trauriger, aber hier, ich weiß nicht, was ich dazu sagen soll. Ich bin gerade, by the way, nicht am Handy. Aber so, ich denke halt so, ja, was soll ich jetzt nicht sagen? Das ist hier so, ne? Ich muss halt auch nicht lesen, so. Das ist halt auch ein bisschen Plus und Verbrechen.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Okay, das wissen wir jetzt. Aber wer war's?
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Ich wünschte mir, es gäbe ein Paralleluniversum, in dem ich ein Danganronpa-Spiel spielen könnte, in dem Sayaka den Mord begangen hatte und wir dann so gegen Sayaka argumentieren müssen und das wäre so richtig
Just hold
painful.
on! That can't be true!
Aber nein.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Wir haben ein Zeitlimit.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. What can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Eine Sache haben wir noch. Eigentlich einige. Der Crystal Ball, Dying Message, Crash Duty, dieses Shirt, das da lag. Anyway, Dying
It's
Message.
easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Anscheinend ja nicht.
Die!
Ja, stirb, Toko.
Do something! We're all gonna die!
Yes, und du zuerst, bitte.
It's easy just to say, hey, but there just aren't any...
No, it's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Warum finde ich das so witzig, Alter? Und warum hat das Mikrofon schon wieder meine Lachen nicht aufgenommen?
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Wir kommen dazu, wenn der Clou aufgedeckt wurde.
Before we get too far into that, I need to ask,
Mein Fuß ist eingeschlafen, geil.
can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Sayaka. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message and I can prove it. Left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Oder sie war Linkshänderin, ist das nicht auch möglich? Obwohl Linkshänder ja in manchen Ländern ja auch irgendwie verboten sind. Und das Spiel ist ja irgendwie, soll ja in Asien spielen, also von daher kann es ja auch gut sein, dass sie umtrainiert wurde.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Sie hat einfach die Zahl 100 Jahre gesagt, nachdem sie das
Hey,
andere
Chihiro,
gesagt hat.
you're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Oh mein Gott, wie heftig!
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little granny cells are really getting excited now.
Wisst ihr, was ich witzig finde? Der Typ hat Haare, die aussehen wie ein Horn. Warum? Also, was ist das für eine Frisur?
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
I think maybe I see something.
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayakas dying message reveals the killer's name. Oh yeah, wir wissen jetzt, wer es ist. Es ist Leon. So, und was ich schon die ganze Zeit sagen wollte, ist...
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Als ich das Spiel mit Celine damals gespielt hatte, konnte ich mir die ganzen Namen nicht merken. Also wusste ich auch nicht, dass es einen Typen gibt, der Leon heißt. Und ich war so like, warte mal, als wir diese Message gefunden hatten damals, das sieht aus wie Leon. Und Celine hat mich dann später voll ausgelacht, so, du hast sogar gesagt, es sieht aus wie Leon. Du hättest eigentlich drauf kommen können. Ja, aber ich wusste nicht, dass... Eigentlich, wenn ich am Anfang aufgepasst hätte, bei der Introduction und allem, hätte ich eigentlich auch wissen können, dass, weil Leon ist so ein Name, oder Leon in dem Fall, den hätte ich mir merken können, weil es so ein deutscher Name ist. Ich hatte ja auch Leons bei mir in der Klasse, oder in der Schule, von daher, naja, egal.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
No.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Sehe ich nicht so. Also ich denke immer noch, du könntest, wenn du umdenken würdest, würdest du es auch hinkriegen, richtig rumzuschreiben.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Anstatt dass sie es einfach auf den Boden schreibt. Okay, sie wollte es vor ihrem Mörder verstecken. Ja, okay, ich verstehe schon.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Da gibt's viel. Leute, ich würde mir mal ganz kurz nochmal einen Kaffee holen, ne? Ich bin gleich wieder da. Okay, Freunde, weiter geht's. The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. I know what it was. Ich nicht. Das Shirt, oder? Wir haben ja schon über die Haare geredet. Das ist doch wahrscheinlich das hier.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Ja, gut, eigentlich schon, ne? Weil die einzigen, die wir sonst sind, mit weißen Button-Ups sind Taka, dessen Knöpfe anders aussehen, so wie ich das sehe, und Hifumi, bei dem es wahrscheinlich an der Größe sichtbar wäre.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something else about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of. Viel Kaffee, Leute. Ich glaube, ich habe ein bisschen Sirup reingekippt.
we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Ja.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. Leute, ich bin gerade die ganze Zeit am Handy. Ich mach mal kurz hier Pausen. Ne? Ich muss mal ganz kurz auf. Okay, Leute, ich habe gerade Peak-Diskussion auf WhatsApp, aber ist mir egal, Alter. Ich lasse mir jetzt nicht meine Zeit hier ruinieren. Ich nehme jetzt erstmal zu Ende auf. Wahrscheinlich ist die Person pennen, bis ich durch bin, aber egal. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Yo, jetzt geht's ab. Yo, das Theme! Yo, jetzt geht's los, Alter. Jetzt, wo ich mir meinen Kaffee geholt habe. Gut, dass ich jetzt voll da bin, Alter. Ted hat Crystal Ball. Ich muss, glaube ich, A drücken. Geil. Vergessen. Ja.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Richtig.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Mhm,
and
ja,
you'd
richtig.
have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the
Das
evidence.
ist falsch. In deinem
Which
Fall.
means the only possible
Ultimate
suspect is
Baseball
whoever
Player.
had the trash room key.
Oder Baseball Star. Ist das Mikrofon eigentlich richtig auf? Test, Test, Test. Ich liebe das Theme, Alter. Ja, Hifumi, du wirst jetzt executed.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who was the person
And you...
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Ja.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
You like to use glass ball in a certain way. Throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. I'm frankly quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of the fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the
Ich muss,
incinerator
glaube ich,
could
nochmal
have
eine
been
Pause
turned
machen,
on
aber
without
WhatsApp
his
packt mich
knowledge.
noch zu sehr ab irgendwie, sorry. Boah, ich dachte kurz, ich hab die Aufnahme beendet und eine neue gestartet, Alter. Mein Herz ist fast stehen geblieben. Holy shit, Alter. Okay, Leute, es sind so ungefähr 20 Minuten vergangen. Jetzt bin ich vollkommen raus, Alter. Und mein Blinddarm tut wieder weh. Geil.
Was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got in the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
but the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Was sind 30 Feet, Alter? Ich kann mir da gar nichts drunter vorstellen. 30 Fuß in Meter. 9 Meter. Was sind 9 Meter denn, bitte schön? Wie groß ist denn mein Zimmer hier? Nehmen wir mal an, es ist mein komplettes Zimmer von der Tür bis zum Fenster. Ja, dann ist das ziemlich lang, ne? So wie mein Schwal. Ich muss mal kurz mein Handy laden, falls ich nachher nochmal rausgehen will. Wartet einen Moment. Das wird doch nicht rausgeschnitten. Wir haben ja nur erst gerade mal einen Peak 3 Stunden Part, Alter. 3,5 Stunden höchstwahrscheinlich, weil da kommt noch einiges.
Pinpoint accuracy would need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Ich wonder if much of a challenge at all for the killer, because... Ultimate Baseball Star. Ich frage mich, ob es witzige Antworten gegeben hätte. Wenn ich jetzt... Halt die Fresse. Wenn ich jetzt irgendeine andere Antwort gesagt hätte, wäre das nicht voll witzig gewesen. Vielleicht, dass dann irgendwie... Oh mein Gott, da wird eine richtig lustige Stelle kommen. Aber erst in einem der späteren Spiele.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
Oh, richtig wütend werden, Alter. Jetzt geht's los. These goddamn shit for brains.
Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Yo, wir haben es einfach geschafft. Yo, wir sind durch mit dem Trial. Okay, es kommen noch 2 Challenges, glaube ich. Also das jetzt und danach noch eine. Aber dann war's das. Dann kommt nur noch das ganze Nachgelaber. Was ist das? Ich muss einfach das Handbuch öffnen währenddessen. My room was the scene of the crime. The incident became when the killer entered. Use that object to give evidence that has been damaged. Warte, der Use that object. Das ist doch, Hier, das hier. After the killer countered Sayakas attack with an attack of their own, what did they do next? Okay, dann das hier. Und die anderen beiden sind ja erst am Ende mit dem Glasball und wie der, ja hier, der Glasball. Ich habe jetzt zum Ende hin gar nicht mehr aufgepasst, es tut mir auch ein bisschen leid, also, ja. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr. Ja, richtig, wir sind auf Leon gekommen durch die Dying Message. Hey, wo kommt das denn hin? Ach so! Ich denke die ganze Zeit, weil das ist dann im späteren Teil so, dass du erst alle einsetzen musst und dann kriegst du mehrere. Aber nein! Weil das, was hier ist, das ist ja hier schon, also das kommt nirgendwo hin. Ja, okay, Fail. Ne. Naja, das kommt hier hin. Ne, Moment, das kommt hier hin. Ne, nur das Something in the Room. Ja, das hier. Vor allem sie hat noch suggested, dass wir das Pferd in unser Zimmer stellen. Und sie ist nur deshalb gestorben. Die Arme. They forced the bathroom door open. The only logical way they could have done that was this here. After she was stabbed, she used her last strength. Ja. Ihre Augen. Sie ist so süß. Sie war so süß. Dann der Lindwaller. So, 2 gibt's noch. Hier, das Teil von dem Third. Das war's. Reenact. Oh, das wird jetzt ewig dauern.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Arme.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed
Nein! Nein, Sayaka, nein! Okay, wir wissen schon seit 100 Jahren, dass sie tot ist. Warum heule ich immer noch rum?
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
A dying
To keep the killer
what?
from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Und das muss in den nächsten Class Trials besser werden, da ich weniger am Handy hänge, auf jeden Fall.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Oh yeah, zieh dich aus, Baby.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Stell dir mal vor, den hätte irgendwer erwischt, wenn er dann im
They
Hallway
got rid
rumläuft.
of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
Ich habe 1 Million Euro dafür ausgegeben, aber ich vergesse den Scheißball trotzdem im Laundry
The
Room.
killer
Mein
managed to
Idiot,
throw
Alter.
the
Voll
ball
der
through
Typ,
the gap
Alter.
in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Typ.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Wow.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Wissen wir, dass er es nicht gemerkt hat? Vielleicht hat er es ja auch gemerkt.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon? Nicht mal Leon Kuwada, nein, Leon. Es ist einfach nur
It would appear
Leon.
that Hero simply forgot
Yo.
his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Ah, das macht sogar Sinn.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do!
Of course I object!
I object! I object!
Object! Oh yeah, object, bro!
All of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Where's the evidence? Ich liebe es, wer das sagt.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit!
bullshit.
And I refuse to acknowledge it!
I refuse to acknowledge it. Literally jeder Killer, den wir zukünftig sehen werden.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Natürlich bin ich das, weil ich bin ja das Mädchen für alles. Achso, das wird nicht gelesen. I have the evidence. Yep, letzte Challenge.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
What did the killer use
I
to take
refuse
apart
to
the doorknob?
acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Das ist wirklich deine Verteidigung. Peak-Verteidigung. Wie Marlon in Twilight Princess Part 3 gesagt hat. Peak-Verteidigung. Das müsste ich jetzt eigentlich hier reinschneiden. Peak-Verteidigung. Wie er jetzt einfach sagt, you are stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Ja. The moment of truth. Oh yeah, Bosskampf. Okay, wie funktioniert das nochmal? Warum habe ich das Tutorial denn dann überhaupt geskippt? Achso, ich muss A drücken. Das ist jetzt aber ein bisschen scheiße mit dem Lag.
Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie!
Yo!
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't
Ich weiß
me!
nicht warum, aber ich bin gerade mega uncomfortable.
You lie! Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance!
Final Strike, okay,
Where's your proof?
ja, Toolkit. Evidence is all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it! Yo, das White, Alter, richtig am Heulen.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah.
Big screwdriver.
Pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid,
Das eigene.
stupid!
It had to be their very
Verteidigung.
own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Ja, und das Toolkit wäre auch nicht mehr in the Shrink Wrap.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Er hat ja gestern noch gesagt, dass er es nicht benutzt hat, hat uns Mondo ja erzählt.
Let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Also ich frage mich trotzdem, wie will er das zeigen? Ich meine, wir können ja jetzt nicht einfach aus dem Classfile gehen in sein Zimmer und uns das Toolkit ansehen. Yo, Peak-Bild. Ich weiß nicht warum, aber ich fand das schon mal creepy.
You have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Mensch, Leon. Nichts mehr zu sagen. Er ist einfach in Despair. Peak Despair. Okay, Leute. Komm, überall, ey. Komm. Komm, komm, komm. Yes. Okay, irgendwo habe ich aber anscheinend Punkte eingebüßt. 100 Punkte. 100 Punkte. Was war das denn hier? Jo, 95 Monokuma-Coins, aber... Lass mich doch zurück! Ah, jetzt lässt er mich nicht mehr. Schade, aber okay, ich war anscheinend bei manchen Events ein bisschen schlecht. Ja, ich habe ein paar Mal nicht getroffen, zum Beispiel. Ja, okay. Ich glaube aber, das war die einzige Challenge, in der ich schlecht war. Also grundsätzlich hätte ich fast die 1000 Punkte
Looks like
geschafft.
you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Monokuma wirklich jemanden umbringen für so eine Kleinigkeit. Ja, würde er.
Okay, then let's get excited!
Oh ja, let's get excited!
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Bean! Mr. Bean. Peak Mr. Bean. Was ist mit mir, Alter? Und es ist Leon! Monokuma Coins fliegen aus der Maschine. Oh, endlich kann ich wieder lesen. Oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. Black, and in this case, the one that killed Sayaka. It's none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a
Oh,
choice.
I didn't have a choice. Achso, das wird schon vorgelesen. It was kill or be killed.
That's why.
Ach so, ich dachte, da kommt noch was. I killed her first. Ja, aber er hatte ja trotzdem, hätte ja einfach gehen können mit dem Messer. Er hätte das Messer zurückhängen können, was der Sayaka machen soll.
None of you are any different.
Wrong step, and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
Just unlucky. That's all.
Peak verschluckt beim Sprechen.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything becomes clear. The decision was made. We made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. This off with what we came up with really is the truth. And that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Oh, we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. Wenn wir mal darüber reden, wie alle voll neutral aussehen und Hifumi und Taka die einzigen sind, die am Ausrasten sind. Okay, und Mondo und Leon, aber nur die Jungs, Alter. Und Hibo da hinten, Entspannung pur, Alter. Entspannung pur, der Typ. Guckt ihn euch an, wie er uns in die Seele schaut und lächelt, Alter. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. We have to see. Something like that happened to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Nein, ich glaube das nicht. Ich glaube, sie war trotzdem irgendwie auf unserer... Ich glaube, sie mochte uns trotzdem irgendwie. Irgendwie mochte sie uns. Bestimmt. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead. That's that. And that's that. Dazu kommen wir auch noch irgendwann. Why, happy! This entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? Been to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayakas betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger these feelings, the stronger the despair when these collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma.
That's enough.
Yo. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough. I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided the punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Nein, dabei ist er so cool. Ich habe vorhin noch gesagt, so dass ich den Typen voll lustig finde. Ich meine, der Typ war literally voll so der Moodmaker. Ich fand den so witzig die ganze Zeit. Und dann wird er einfach umgebracht nach Chapter 1. Mann, ey. Mann!
Wait a second.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or do you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him! What? If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Did you awaken your sense of justice? It just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. That's the kind of justice that's been awakened within you. Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Nein, der Arme!
Hey, come on
No more begging, no more excuses, you must pay the penalty for breaking the rules, society demands it!
Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwada, the ultimate baseball star!
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Punishment Time, unsere erste Punishment. Und meiner Meinung nach eine der besten. Of all time. Oder? Ja, schon. Nice, einfach so ein Ding um den Hals geschnallt kriegen. Einfach so Hund mit Halsband. Peak Hund. Was habe ich mit meinem Peak, Alter? Er hat die Walls, Alter. Still 1000 Blow. Er wird von dem getötet, was er am meisten hasst. Das ist schon krank. Sogar Byakuya hat's zum Schwitzen gebracht. Habt ihr das gesehen? Ich glaube, ihr habt's gesehen. Alle außer Kyoko. Also war es wahrscheinlich gestimmt, was Makoto gesagt hat, wenn er sagte, es hat jeden gehittet. Außer sie. Wahrscheinlich war auch Byakuya überrascht von dem Mode-Video. Und allem anderen. Obwohl, ich nehm's zurück, Alter. Alle sind voll am Ausrasten und der steht da in seiner natürlichen, oh, ich bin Byakuya und schaue cool zur Seite Pose. Ja, okay, und Sakura auch. Und Kyoko ebenso. Toko ist voll am Ausrasten, Alter. Die Augen terrifyen mich gerade. Ich habe ja schon mal gesagt, dass ich so eine leichte Augenphobie habe. What we saw. It was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else would we call it?
Extreme!
And my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. Bitte kotzt nicht, Alter. Und das sage ich jedes Mal, wenn diese Voiceline kommt. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Can't take it anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? Just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? Make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Oh, in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. Just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you were saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You really must hate me to get so angry, huh? If you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. It happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Mein Ohr juckt schon wieder. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Also ich sag auch manchmal, worauf wir alle gewartet haben. Ich bin mir sicher, ich hab's noch nie gesagt, aber wir tun einfach mal so. Ich sag auch immer, hey, alle haben darauf gewartet und ich sag ja, ich spreche damit ja auch keine bestimmte Person an, weil ich habe ja keine Fans, das hier schaut ja keiner, außer Anita. Grüß gehen raus an Anita. Oh, I said everything I've got to say. Need to save some of the fun for later. Diesmal habe ich es hinbekommen, meine Lache zu unterbrechen. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. That's what he said. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared of being alone. Jo, Typ ist einfach vollkommen am Ausrasten. Seht ihr, das meine ich. Das ist schon wieder dieser Peak-Grafikfehler, wo die Leute alle im Hintergrund chillen, obwohl einer von denen redet. Warum passiert das so oft heute? No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it wasn't that moment. Und Hero ist auch nicht mehr am Lächeln, Alter. Was ich vorhin noch gesagt hatte. But it wasn't that moment. Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. Even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her. That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends Sayaka and Leon. Niemand spricht über Lunko, ist euch das mal aufgefallen? And keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's... I could never do that. Ah, ich könnte niemals drüber hinwegkommen, Alter. Ich bei meiner Ex-Freundin be like... No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. Auch ich bei meiner Ex-Freundin be like... Aber meine Ex-Freundin aus 2016. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Süß. Chapter 1, to survive. Ja, das Chapter ist durch. Und der Part ist vorbei nach über 3 Stunden. Alter, die Parts werden auch immer länger. 3 Leute sind gestorben in dem Chapter. Heilige Scheiße. Wir sind 12 Leute. To be continued. Wir sind 12 Leute noch. Freunde. Wir waren im letzten Part noch 15 und am Anfang dieses Parts noch 14. Und bis vor 20 Minuten, oder sagen wir bis vor einer Viertelstunde, waren wir noch 13. Anyway. Ja, ne, das war's. Wir werden an der Stelle weitermachen im nächsten Part. Also, schaltet wieder ein, seid wieder mit dabei bei Danganronpa. Ich gehe den Part jetzt hochladen. Schlüsseldorf. Ach so, und ich werde im nächsten Part sicherlich weniger am Handy chillen und alles. Und ich werde Chapter 1 jetzt nochmal privat durchknallen. um herauszufinden, ob ich wirklich die beiden Dialoge, die ich sehen wollte, verpasst habe. Ich kann es euch ja sagen. Der eine Dialog ist ein Dialog zwischen Hina, Sakura und Toko, wie die irgendwo vor der Main Hall chillen. Und der andere Dialog ist ja der Dialog mit Hiro, wie er irgendwie diese Buddha-Statue anlabert. Ich werde diesen Dialog jetzt suchen gehen. Ja, ist klar, Leute. Ihr könnt euch auf morgen freuen. Ich werde morgen nochmal was hochladen, was euch bestimmt gefallen und interessieren wird. Auch im Hinblick auf... Ja, egal, dazu kommen wir dann. Ja. Anyway, storytechnisch geht es allerdings erst nächste Woche weiter. Storytechnisch geht es erst nächste Woche Samstag weiter. Mit Chapter 2. Ich bin gespannt, was passieren wird. Tschüss.